everybody. I'm Neal. Who's coming to the show? All right. We just want to come in and say thank y'all for supporting us. Thank you for coming out to the show. Are a bunch of you? Raise your hand if you've never seen our show.
I've seen it.
Okay. Well, hopefully you're here because somebody told you it was good. And then, if it's not good, then it'll be my fault. So.
Here, Coach. My wife wanted to see you.
Oh, is that right?
You do a 360 for her.
I think there ain't much to look at anymore. I just want to say thanks, and I know we're going to try and say hello and sign autographs or some stuff later on. So, we think you have a good time in our show. I will tell you this. It's probably not like anything else in town. We don't. It's pretty off the cuff. It's pretty spontaneous. So if you didn't come here to have a good time, then you probably still got time to buy tickets to the Oak Ridge Boys show. But I just want to come in and say thank y'all for coming. Anybody from Texas in this group?
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, a lot of Texas. Well, we hope y'all have a great time. If you don't, see Christy at the box office. She'll give you your money back.
Okay, all right.
In full.
After the show?
No, right now. We don't get the show anyway. Well, I just want to come in and say hey and thank you for coming out here today. Yes, sir.
Just give us a little background of your early life.
Oh my gosh, well, I was born and raised in Jacksonville, Texas, which is northeast Texas in the Piney Woods. My mother's from the Philippines. My father met her in the service. He was in the Army. We got an older brother that was born in the Philippines, 4 years older than me, and then my dad married my mom over there and came back to the States and had my sister and me. I'm the youngest of three. I was supposed to, my father, my older brother, older sister, all went to a junior college in a little town in Jacksonville, Texas, which is where we were born and raised. And then they went on to Texas A&M and got their degrees. So they're all fighting Texas Aggies. Whoop! And that's what I was supposed to do. Yet in college, I sang junior college. I went to same junior college, graduated from there, and was supposed to go to A&M. And then I just thought, you know, I'm going to try this singing bit. And then luckily in 1981, I had moved to, well, I graduated in 76, went to junior college, and then in my mother and father divorced when I was 16. My father moved to Longview, Texas, about an hour north of Jacksonville. So I moved there with him because it was a bigger town than Jacksonville. So I moved there thinking, well, maybe somebody will discover me there because there's not much of a chance in Jacksonville. So I went to Longview, started selling lady shoes, lived with my dad and my stepmonster. Not bad. Not near that bad as I lived with them. I sold lady shoes, met my wife in 1980. We dated for 5 months, eloped after we had already bought the dress and the invitations, and you women know that's a pretty bad deal. But we eloped because we were having problems with my stepmother and my mother being at the same place at the same time. We thought we were going to have a wedding and a funeral the same day. So we didn't want to chance that. So I got married in 1980. 1981, I found out about a contest in Dallas, Texas. Went and entered that. I met Charlie Pride. And through that, he took me under his wing, let me open shows with him for about 5 years, all over the world, used his band. And finally, 9 years later, I got my first record deal and started making music. And then through the 90s, we had a pretty good run, had some big hits. And Charlie just told me a long time ago, he said, you just be nice to people and put on a great show. Every time you go out there, you can work a long time. And it's living proof. We've been working about 30 years and we hadn't had a hit in a while. So that's about it. I've been married 34 years. I got 2 children and 1 grandchild, 3-year-old, and another grandson that's 2 weeks old. Yeah, that's a good deal.
I'm going to take him to the state so y'all can.
We expect to see y'all when you leave. If you don't have a Neal, or some of you on buses, on coaches.
They're all individual.
Oh, that's great. Well, if you have a Neal McCoy shirt under your arm when you walk out, by the time you get to your car, your tires will be flat.